Hey guys, Xan here. Some of you may know me from the pubs or forums. Anyway, I'm a Meepo player, and today I'm just gonna review one replay of mine I played recently. Just go through my point of view and just talk a bit about how the game pans out, the general strategy, and the way you should like behaving with the Meepo on a safe lane. Anyway, I'm just gonna rush through a replay like this. Can't really skip the timeline because replay crashes. They had like really good anti-Meepo picks. They had like Lash Shaker, Silencer X, and Ember last pick. That was like all good heroes against Meepo. But yeah, I still just wanted to play Meepo anyways. First thing first, you wanna do with a Meepo is try to figure out who comes to your offlane, that is your safe lane. Who their offlaner is gonna be, so that you can plan your starting items, which is really important. If the lane is heavily contested, let's say Undying and +1, let's say Queen of Pain, you want to stack up on a region, you want to get Stout Shield, you want to get like Tangos, you want to get Salves, stuff like that. But if it's like only one offlaner, in this case Shaker or X, you can like go a bit more greedy route with just like one set of Tangos and just rush threads, which I will do. Like I'll buy boots at the start. But yeah, if you wanna get like, if you have like Windrunner, then you might wanna consider maybe buying a Stout Shield or a 4-man shield, which I'm personally not a fan of, but it helps you like a lot with tanking the hero harassment and basically tanking the creep damage under your tower with the main meeple. So yeah, it can be good item like Foreman Shield or Star Shield, but I usually don't get it. This is my starting items usually, like boots into tangles, and I have really good two defensive supports, Dazzle and Troll. So I kind of opted to a more greedy route where I'm gonna rush threads and get away with it, because I see that it's gonna be one or maybe two heroes like X and the Shaker, but against our tri-lane that's not really good duel, so I'm just assuming one offlaner. What I'm gonna do now is like just rush the lane right here, make sure that their offlaner doesn't come in and put the observer ward, block our spots unnoticed. I don't wanna like fight him, I just wanna like be aware if he comes, and if he wards, where he puts the ward, so we can ward it later. So I'm just like gonna dance around here a bit. I can see two heroes bottom on the minimap, so I'm kind of assuming there are four heroes bottom, which if there are four heroes bottom and your four heroes are bottom as well, you might want to consider like going for the bounty rune, which I just did. If you can like see them engaging. If you don't see them engaging, then you don't want to risk your death. Like it's never worth even taking bounty rune for a death. Like I don't see the Lash here, so I'm just immediately backing off. Lash and Shaker missing enough to kill you. What you want to do is like go back to lane, try to get a good block off. Good block is blocking these creeps and putting the range creep ahead, which I tried to do here, but I didn't quite just get it right. So, and I have boots, I can like run ahead of this creep. Why you wanna get range creep ahead is because the lane equilibrium is gonna be on your side, and it's gonna help you last hit without getting off, without offlaner getting much, which I didn't manage here, which is a decent block, but still, their range creep got ahead, and it's gonna cost me the lane. I tried to like aggro off the on the X to my range creep and pull the lane back, but I couldn't, so I just kind of click on mid hero to pull the aggro back and kill the range creep, which is not gonna be enough. And essentially I made the mistake here. My lane is gonna get pushed because range creep's right, I couldn't deny it. Second range creep comes, second wave comes, and the lane is pushing, which is my bad and no one else's, and it's gonna result in X getting a free level 2, which he shouldn't have, because he can't really come. You see where he's standing, he's like standing at a tower, so he would be like level 1 for a long time, but I made a mistake here, and supports weren't on the lane to like aggro off the range creep, but still, if you did your job properly, he won't be getting 3 XP like this. So I made a mistake there. Can't really harass X here. He can with the disruptor, so I'm just like trying to force him into clicking on the X, like pulling the nets, and maybe some right clicks while he's still level 1. Just drop the HP on X, so when you get level 3 you can just move in for a kill. I have no thought shield here, so lane is pushing back because support pulled, and I can't really last hit under the tower with the Meepo because his base damage is really bad. So I'm just like dancing around a bit. If you pull the creeps into the tower, you need to hit each creep 2 times, the melee ones, and the range creep once, and that usually is enough for Meepo to kill the creep under the tower. But since his base damage is so bad and it varies a bit, sometimes it's enough, sometimes it isn't. Like sometimes you can like get away with one hit, sometimes you don't. Like once I just hit range creep once and it wasn't enough to kill it, and it survived with more HP than it should. Now the range creep died. Like yeah, see the damage varies, so sometimes it's enough, sometimes it doesn't. You generally don't want to last hit on the tower with Meepo. I'm gonna get level 3 here. What I do usually when I get level 3 is hold on onto my level a bit, because that way you can surprise the offlaner, in which case you can just like surprise him, go at him, like pop up the second Meepo, double net, double puff, and we have like decent kill potential here. We have a glimpse, we have a heal bomb with Dazzle and Meeples, so we can kill their enemy offlaner, and Next isn't really that good of an offlaner. He doesn't really have defensive spells except Call, which can like cancel my puffs, but if you do it well you can just puff from the distance while keeping him in the net. Basically I usually keep my level 3 on leveled up until I can like engage the hero, and that way you avoid taking harassment from offlaner with the second Meeple. Let's say if it's Windranger or if it's Windrunner, sorry, or if it's Clockwork with a rocket spam, you just like avoid getting unnecessary damage on the second Meeple that doesn't have regen. But if you need it like to last hit onto the tower, you do not miss CS, then it's fine. Like I just got second Meeple right now because the lane is pushing into the tower and I don't want to miss creeps here, so I just took the second Meepo and took the creeps, which probably would have missed with a one Meepo. And yeah, I almost have my threats here. What people might do in this instance, and what I'm usually opting against, is they usually send one Meepo to stack the hard camp. And I used to do that, but in this meta with Lina mid, Lash mid, stuff like that, they usually tend to go, or Storm, they tend to like go woods and just take the hard camp for themselves. Even if you stack that yourself, like they just move in once from the lane and just like clear up the woods to those two camps, and that way, that's why I recently stopped stacking my camps myself. I'm just like keeping 2 Meeples on the lane, and if support like stacks the lane, stacks the jungle, then it's fine. You kill it. If it doesn't, like then it still doesn't matter. You like farm woods and the lane once you get your level 7. Uh, Without this, you should have like X from around like 11, 12 to 15, 14, 15 minutes. Anyways, without the jungle stacks. Anyways, if there are jungle stacks, good. If there aren't, it's not end of the world. You just like I just keep 2 my Meeples on the lane, make sure that I try to get all the CS possible without missing. Try to pull the lane back here with the creeps, because the lane is pushing. I didn't manage quite right, which is fine. I'm level 4, Poof is level 2, Dazzle is level 3. We can like kill the Hex right now if Dazzle is a bit more aggressive, and but Hex is careful. He's like staying back. He doesn't really walks into the like damage range. I'm just gonna like try to put some damage on him. I'm staying away so he doesn't call me. I'm just like trying to put some damage so when we go for a kill he's low enough. You wanna toggle the threats into intelligence when you use Proof's Hornets. That's the bonus mana you have, and basically it's not really hard, it's just muscle memory. Once you get used to it, it's really useful to just toggle through the attributes when you need them. Usually keeping them on agility to just for bonus damage and like just last hitting a bit more easier. What do you want to do now is like, yeah, go for the X. X is, like I said, killable, but we don't really have that good disables here. Like we have my net, but net level 1 is super shitty disable. Like you have to walk into almost melee range to use it. Deadly is trying to stack some camps, our camps here. Just like uh, last hitting, farming my stuff. Disruptor is ganking around the map. Yeah, you just like farm stuff. You see, one hit here, and creep is enough to last hit. Uh, so yeah, you just like farm. You don't want to be overly aggressive. Like getting kill is fine. Like X is just running around here. I'm just gonna send on input help. You don't want to be over aggressive. Like getting a kill is fine, but like dying is gonna cost you so much. Like any death like costs you maybe a minute from your X time. Sometimes later on when you get a bit more levels, it's costs you even more. So you just wanna farm, even if you like don't get kills, it's fine. Your job is like to farm the lane, get your agonies as soon as possible, and then just do other stuff from there on. Just try to snowball. Soldex here, try to go for a kill. Flash shows up, and I'm just like bailing out. Don't really wanna stay around. Don't wanna die. I'm already low with one Meepo. Other Meepo is almost low as well. And this wasn't a good move. I mean, we traded offlaner, support for offlaner, which is good for my team, but generally it's not good for me. I just like just wasting time not farming right now, going back to the base with one Meepo, and I almost have a first piece of my Aghanims. I usually want to buy point booster first, so if you can save the gold a bit, save it, and buy the point booster first. 6 minutes in, Desl is gonna put a lane ward here, which is really important because they're starting to like hit up higher levels, and they can kill you basically with their spells, and you need a lane ward to be safe here. X is half HP. I'm just gonna go in for a kill, pops into the net, into the heal bomb, forcing the rotations here. Ember comes in, he gets limbs back. I almost end up dying here. I don't think the tower keep will kill me. Yeah, no, it wouldn't. But yeah, we just forced 2 hero rotation. Silencer and Ember just TP'd, and X died, which is really good for us. Even if I didn't get a kill, like you just forced 2 hero rotation and a kill. That's really good for your team. Almost have my point booster here. You don't usually want to buy. Just yeah, I saw the silencer here. My other Meepo is low. I can't really kill him right now, but he doesn't know that, and I'm just gonna try to like scare him away. You see, like I'm chasing the silencer away, even if I have no kill potential. I just wanna just to scare him away, to tell him, okay, you're gonna die if you come close. Just go back, which he's gonna do. I got my point booster here. You don't usually buy the other eggs components if I don't have, if I have the gold, because I'm just buying them before I like die, and then I just like spend the gold on maybe plus 10 ogre eggs or whatnot. Otherwise I just wait for the point booster and buy point booster first. It's by far the best item you can get first from the eggs. Yeah, just farming here, nothing happens much. You need to recognize the timing when you need to push the lane. I'm level 7, I can like double pop the wave away and farm the woods, and I see the offlaner is not here. I'm just assuming since it was X, it is farming woods. I just tell Dazzle not to push the lane, to pull the lane anymore. Just push the lane, kill the tower, or just put damage on the tower if you can, because Meepo pushes really fast. Like double pop clears the wave, and you deal like 20 damage per hit. One Meepo that's 40 damage with edge threats, you hit really fast. And if you have like catapult, which we didn't have right now, but you just push the lane, push the tower so fast. If there are no one contesting, and no one is contesting it, we have Meeple level 7 and a Dazzle. Anyone who comes alone is gonna end up dying. So we just got a free tower from this. Like you could like stay farm woods, stay the lane, keep the lane in check, but this is way better if you can like get away with a free tower. It's free gold. Yeah, the lane is getting pushed now, and I get free experience, but you don't really care about it. You just want to maximize your own time, and you just want to maximize your own timing, farming, and to have the best eggs time as possible. Yeah, the eggs is gonna get some free experience and free gold from the lane, but you don't really care. That's not your job to like shut down the offlaner. Your job is like to get eggs as soon as possible and snowball from there. X is gonna put the lane back anyways, and you can see the Lina like farming the stacks like I said he would. So if I had stacked myself, he would just be killing them right now. So I'm just rotating the woods, trying to, you see, put the intelligence threats on. Farm the woods with low meepo, the one that needs to go base. The healthier one stays on the lane, farm the lane. Usually the one with the point booster on. With the strength threats you have like 30-100 HP. It's really tanky, like almost double HP from certain heroes. So you just farm with a low meepo in the woods. You wanna be careful if they have like roaming hero, let's say a bounty hunter or maybe bloodseeker if you're low enough. But in this case they don't really have good roaming heroes. Shaker is not gonna venture in your woods alone just to check if you're low. Like I see Lash mid as well, so I'm kinda confident that farming woods with my low meepo won't result in me dying. So I'm just pushing the lane here. I see 3, 4, 5 heroes mid. You don't wanna go and help because you can't really contribute to the fight anyways. So you're just like buying time and pushing the lane. If you can, maybe force some people back. If not, you're just like trying to push as much as you can. As soon as I see them missing from the mid, I'm just like rushing back. I don't wanna like push my luck. So I'm just farming woods, farming the lane when the lane pushes back. And that's your basically strat to do. First 15 minutes, just farm your eggs. I'm like one piece away from the having egg innings, and I'll get level 10 soon. Level 10 also speeds up your egg, farming time by a lot. You have 2 meeples in the woods, double poofing, like clearing the camps really fast, and basically that just helps you so much farming that last piece really fast. I'm just like trying to find some farm here that Lina didn't take. I'm trying to be a bit careful on my safe lane. Don't wanna like die. If you die, like you're just delaying your eggs so much. Like that's a minute or even possibly more that I'm gonna delay. Death time, losing gold, getting the gold back and stuff like that. Going back to the lane, buying TPs, stuff like that. So you just wanna be careful. You don't wanna like force your hand too much. Just pay attention to the minimap, see where the enemy heroes are, especially those that potentially could kill you, and try to estimate the possible danger that alive heroes represent. Like Lash can kill me, but his med X can kill me with a +1, but he's like roaming. So I see that, and I'm just like deciding to push the lane again back. Sorry for that. So yeah, I'm just trying to like farm my last piece here. I got level 10. Pushing the lane with my 2 meeples. I see 3 people, 4 people fighting mid, which I'm gonna use and to push the lane, farm the last 100 gold, which I'll get right here. That's 12-minute X, which is really decent for a safe lane meeple. So I'm just like pushing the tower here. I don't want to fight yet. I might join the fight if they're like over estimate themselves, like CCDX behind the tower. I just TP there, try to help out, but they just pull back, and I'll pull back as soon as I see them possibly defending their tower. I'm just not gonna push my luck with killing this tower. I'm just gonna go back. What you wanna do right now is buy a smoke, buy a TP, and kill a rush. It can be risky, but you can do it. Someone bought the smoke from me. I had no gold. You basically smoke in, pass the ward they possibly may have on the pit. Buy a TP, because after killing Rosh you're gonna be low, and you don't wanna leave the Rosh pit with low four low meeples, loot the Aegis right there. You wanna end up dying. You wanna TP out and just after you kill the Rosh. And you wanna see just how dangerous they can be, like coming into the pit. Like I can see them right now. One hero is bottom, one hero is top. three heroes are missing, probably farming wood, farming mid, staying mid, wherever. They think they saw me having the eggs, but they don't see me on the map, and they don't really have the good ways of scouting the Roche pit. They like, let's say, the clock rocket flare or stuff like that. They just don't really have the good heroes to like scout the pit, and they don't really know that I'm gonna try to kill the Roche right now. Like most Meepo players don't usually rush into the pit after they get the aghanims, like, you know, with the smoke. They usually like tend to, okay, I'm gonna farm my woods really fast now with 4 meeples, 2 meeples on each spot each, and you know, farm my egg, farm my blink, and just go ham from there. But I usually like to kill the Roche first, because even if it's more riskier, you get the gold, you get the experience, the whole team gets the gold, and you get to claim objectives with your Aegis, which often can prove invaluable. Yeah, if you get caught and you end up dying, it can be really fucked up. But it's something that I usually like to do, and it's high risk, high reward type of move, but it usually works. And you can see me now. You can kill the Roche like with 4 meeples, poofing in easily. He's gonna stomp every 10 seconds. You can like swap the threats to strength if you need some more HP. Roche is gonna attack always the first meeple, the closest meeple next to him, so you can just toggle between your meeples rather easy. Just put the healthiest one in front, and Dazzle just use the Reeve, which could prove fatal, because if they had like lane the cliff ward right there, they would see someone using the spell in the pit, which usually alarms the other team. Like, okay, there's something happened in the rush, probably Meepo doing rush. You don't want them to doing that. Or other heroes like coming and using the spells like, oh, I'm gonna use a stun and help him kill the Roche. You're not gonna help the Meepo kill the Roche. You're not going to do the damage to the Roche anyways. Just the most helpful they can be to you is if they just stay on the lane, do their own thing, just basically draw attention to them and away from you, and especially away from the pit, because that way you are gonna be more safer than you're in this instance. But anyways, I can see them like 2 heroes, 1 hero on the mid, 1 hero on the offlane, and 3 heroes are missing. Dazzle is around, so yeah, he's gonna use a heal a few more times, helping kill the Roche. But like I said, you can kill the Roche without any intervening people, because killing it with yeah, killing it yourself is enough. With edgy threats, you're gonna be a bit more over, but yeah, it takes around a minute to kill it anyways. Time Roche, TP out, and basically what you want to do right now is you wanna force objectives. You wanna move in from the, just a sec. You wanna force objectives with the Meepo. You wanna have Aegis and for push towers. They know that you have Aegis. They won't bother to fight Meepo with 5 heroes and an Aegis. They'll try to split push, and this is your time where you just wanna force objectives. You tell your team, group around me, push the towers, push all the tier 1s you can, and give nothing in return. I already sent one Meepo mid to defend the mid tower. He found X here. Basically just was a free kill. You don't want to give them anything. Like, you don't want to trade right now tier 2 for your tier 1, because they can't really kill tier 1 if you defend it, and then you can kill their tier 1 in return. They're just gonna run away around the map away from you. Lina have Axe, the use, and we have really good heroes to catch them up, like Disruptor with the glimpse, Clock with the hook shot, Lina with fuels. I have nets, so they can't really do this, what they're trying to do right now. You know, the typical hit and run. They either contest to it or they don't fight at all. Like, you can see Shaker just trying to buy time for his team. Like, you know, he's split pushing top, but he's so vulnerable and he's gonna end up dying. So you just wanna tell your team, group up around me, force fights, which other team is gonna be reluctant to take, because obviously you have Aegis, and if they end up trading with you, you're gonna have like 2 or 3 kills in your on your end, and you're gonna use Aegis, and then you're still gonna claim tower. And other team is aware of that, and they'll try to like avoid fighting if possible, because killing, like, we just killed 2 tier 1 towers We won a fight there. We had the free gold from the rush pit. Whole team is pulling ahead so much, and you just like give gold to your team, even if you take the experience from them. You're just like trying to force objectives and make your whole team fat, so that you end up winning fights easily. We're gonna have a little skirmish here. I'm not too much eager to like fight here because Meepo is half HP, but I still have an Aegis, and even if they like go on me here, like they're gonna end up trading kills for my Aegis, which in the end is enough for me. Cog had a really good hookshot initiation, so I just decided to run in, use nets on different targets if you can. Like we got really good fight rounds here. They just fucked up so bad. Lash got glimpse back, he's dead as well. Leg spies back. I'm gonna end up dying here. Yeah, Shaker used the echo, and X used the call. He used the ult. So basically, they're just fighting here the lost battle. Like they have no spells. They just overcommitted to a fight, trying to kill me, which not gonna end up really bad for them, and we're gonna end up winning the tier 2 here as well upon their mistake. I just got a blink from that fight as well, which is gonna help immensely from picking off single targets. Yeah, so the basically plan after you take the tier 2 like this is, and you use your Aegis and you have your blink, you can either try to find a few kills with your blink on solo heroes if you can, but you don't want to be overly aggressive. You just mean as for farm here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you don't want to be overly aggressive. You want to farm your hacks and you want to wait for the next rush, and then force a high ground with it. I believe the next rush is going to be 24. I believe was the 14 was the time from the first rush. Yeah. So yeah, usually like after the blink, I'm usually queuing up Hex here because Hex is the best pick-off item you can have on a Meepo. Yeah, even though the stats aren't the best, like you get stats from the point booster, but other stats like getting in, it's kind of pointless on Meepo. Like you don't really need an end, but as a pick-off, it's like far better item. You can just pick off any hero on the map without taking any damage, or possibly kill two heroes while disabling the one that could be a threat, like let's say jumping on a silencer and then hexing a Lash or Shaker in this instance, you know. And against an Ember is the best item you can have. Like he's not gonna have a Linken's that soon, even if he has a good start, and he didn't have a good start this game. He had like a really rough start. He's like, yeah, he's I have a double his net worth. Even if he has a good start, he's not gonna have a Linken's that soon. He's gonna go into Battle Fury, into a possibly crit, or perhaps other Battle Fury, but Linken usually tends to be like third item on Embers, and by that time you should have a Hex, and he's gonna be a free kill all the time to a Meepo. So yeah, you just wanna farm the woods here, try to be careful, you don't wanna end up dying, you just like wanna farm your items at this point. This is like, this 5 to 6 minutes are basically the downtime where you're just like trying to lay low a bit, you know, and just don't try to force kills. I'm trying to like find an X here because I saw him on the lane, and I'll try like to be sneaky about it, like pretend I'm back farming the woods, just hiding here in the tree line. I'm not gonna show up, and I'm just gonna basically make a mistake here because I don't see anyone. I see X and I thought like, okay, I finally got an X, but Ember and Lash comes up, shows up, and basically they just kill me, and I lost like 900 gold to an X. He just got a free blink of it, and I'm dead for a minute, and on that minute I'm not farming. And you farm like 700 gold per minute. That's like costing you so much. So basically, this is a mistake. Yeah, you're gonna make mistakes in the game. It's not really that, like, you shouldn't beat yourself up over it. But this is like something that should be avoidable. Like with a maybe better vision, or maybe just me not trying to go for a kill. Like you get ahead and you're just like get, you know, bit full of yourself. You know, I can kill X, sure, with a Meepo, and then get what, 300-400 gold of it, or I spend like maybe what a minute hiding in a tree line. By that time you can just farm the woods and get that gold in get the gold in the woods and don't risk anything. So basically I made a mistake there, and this is what you want to avoid. My team is gonna make a couple of bad moves here on the back of my bad move. Yeah, global into the cold, and suddenly the game starting to get a different, you know, flow. Even though it's not, you're still far ahead. It's not that bad, but like Lash gets 3, 4, 3. You know, blood charges. He's gonna have 11. Yeah, he's gonna have 11 charges for no reason at all. Basically mistakes. Back to resuming farming the lane and the woods. You should try to split your meeples like to 1 or 2 meeple on each spot. Basically farm the woods and farm the lane if you can. Just speed up your farming speeds. You wanna get your hex or close to your hex before the next Roshan spawns, or get it after you kill the Rosh. You just wanna be near around that timing. I see no one on the map right now, so I'm trying to be careful. I see Ember on the lane, but I'm not just 4 heroes are missing. 3 actually, that I'm not gonna go on him. I'm just like trying to farm woods, trying to split them, you know, around the map, go in their woods, have found illusions, which can be really helpful on Meepo. You can use them to like basically close the gaps, farming. You can use them to scout ramps. You can poof on them, you know, just use them actually like you have a +1 Meepo. So yeah, I'm just like farming my woods, farming their woods, farming their lane. Ship clicks, if you don't really need to even poof to kill the camps. You can just leave the auto attack and do meeples, kill the camps really fast. So you just wanna like, you know, get your first item up, which is gonna be a point boost, the ultimate orb. You wanna get, like I said, close to a hex before the next Roshan spawns, and try to avoid picking fights. Like I see 1 hero mid and I see 1 hero top, so I'm kinda pushing a bit bottom, but I'm not trying to engage. Egg jumps me, but there's only 2 heroes here, and then they didn't see the disruptor, so they just made a mistake right here, and basically they just lost an axe, and this is gonna cost them dearly, because they just have a 4 against 5, and I'm just healing. Usually try to have a TP on Meepo at all times, so you can like toggle behind between the fountain and lanes, so you can heal the low Meepos. So we're just gonna engage here. X side, whole team recognize the situation, that it's time to push the tower. You just group around instantly and just push the tower right now. So we just got free tier 2 because of X rushing at me, and I'm close to my hex, like I'm 2000 gold away, which is around 2 minutes. Just farming their woods, and I'm gonna check the roast right now, because should be around 24. Yeah, I never know how this clock works. So just like farming ancients, farming woods, trying to like finish the hex before the Rosh spawns, in case the fight merges at the Rosh pit, which they might defend. You want to have the hex, it's really important. But if you don't, like, you just want to farm your hex, maybe sometimes even before you kill the Rosh, because the all the gold you have right now, and while you're farming hex, that's not safe gold. Like, that's all the gold gotten from killing creeps, and every death is gonna cost you dearly. Even downtime, just being dead for a minute and a half, and then losing some, and then just compensating for that cost, it's gonna cost your your hex time by a lot. You just don't wanna die right now. You just wanna farm. Lina made a mistake there, which will force me to push the lanes, cause they're around pit at this moment, and I don't want. I know the rush is respawning really soon. They know that as well, and I don't want them be near the pit when the rush respawns when I wanna kill it. So I'm just trying to force the lanes pushing, and I want them to, like, you know, come back to defend the lane. I saw the rocket scouting Rosh. I know Rosh is alive now. I just wanna like push that lane, force someone to defend it, or if they don't defend it, the lane is gonna get the tower. So I'm just like forcing them back before I get before I TP, and before I like try to engage the Roche pit. We're gonna have a little skirmish here. Clock on the nice initiation on Lash. He's basically fast enough to like solo Lash. I'm just gonna engage here. I know everyone is missing, but I just got pulled away in the fight. I'm gonna make a mistake here. Yeah, really good echo and really good global, but I had Dazzle here and I barely got alive. Silencer was missing his target. I just got away here fairly cheaply, which, you know, and they end up losing fights. Ember was mid farming, he didn't even engage. If Ember was there, I was dead 100%, and that would cost me like maybe 900, 800 gold, and then some from the being dead, not farming, and then, you know, just basically would delay your hex like 3 minutes or something. But I didn't die here, I was a bit lucky. Roche is alive. I'm gonna kill the Roche now, while when the other Meepos heal. You wanna force the high ground to this Roche. First you wanna like claim all the out towers, you know, claim all the objectives on the map before you push high ground. They have one tier 2 alive, which we're gonna rotate to as soon as I kill the Roche. And basically our fight is really strong right now. I have a Hex and I have an Aegis. Basically I can just force a fight, jump in, pick off a few heroes, and basically just, you know, have ensure to have a positive outcome of the fight with the Aegis. And upon that Aegis we're just gonna like, you can like force high ground when 2 or 3 of them are dead. They know that and they're just trying like, you know, split a bit, just delay their stuff. X is not playing well. He ends up picked off as well, and our heroes are really strong against picking off picking off enemy heroes like Lina with Shadowblade and Yules, and then Clock, you know, Glimpse. All this stuff is, you can't really be careless against this lineup. Auto tower just died. At this point, X is dead. We're just slowly grouping around, forcing, trying to force high ground, because we're ahead by a lot at this moment, and we're aware that any mistake they made will result in them losing our access, and they're aware of that as well. So I'm just gonna sit here trying to see if there's Ember coming here close so I can hex him and kill him, which I didn't. He's like staying in his base. I'm gonna scout really fast, check Ember items. I'll notice that he has yeah, I'm just farming woods while the lanes push. He has double damage and a Battle of Fury, which I'll alert my team, tell them that we should be a bit careful, maybe wait double damage to expire, but they'll jump me here. See, he just wasted the fist and chains. I'm just basically pushing Meepo right in, trying to dish as much damage as I can. Whole team was kinda near proximity around me, so I was ready to take a fight. And basically they just, you see, traded 2 heroes for an Aegis. Lina's picked off someone as well. Shaker just died. The last guy just can't run as well either. You know, we have Steady Storm. So basically they just end up trading, getting team wiped or an Aegis. So this is basically a game right here. One mistake and that's Rex in that game. What do you want to get after a Hex? Depends how the game goes. Like, I opted for a E-Blade because I'm so far ahead and I'm aware of that. So basically taking one good fight for us is gonna result in me finishing the game. But if the game goes a bit more harder, then you might want to get Scotty first. Perhaps Manta if you want to red, but we didn't really need to red here. We just claimed objectives after taking Roche every time. So I didn't really need Manta to red because we were just going as 5-man. But Manta can be useful, Scotty can be better in cases where you want like to tank stuff. But E-Blade is best DPS item by far that you can get, and where you're ahead you can afford yourself to be a bit more greedier and basically just go for a bit more greedier route. And you know, it also helps with rating as well, because if you avoid fights and just show up on a tower pushing the Rex, you're just gonna melt the tower and the Rex with Meepo with the E-Blade if they're not defending. So yeah, it's really good item, and I didn't really need Manta to like bait some spells out. You know, they have like Echo, that stone spell you could bait maybe with Manta, but other than that it's not really that, you know, optimal here. So basically, yeah, this is the game is over at this point. We just took 2 lanes of Rex. They're so behind. They're aware of it, and they're just AFKing at the fountain. We're just gonna end up like taking the throne right here. So yeah, this is basically what you should be looking at when the game goes well. Like whole team played well, and we had a good team composition. Like they had good anti-Meepo heroes. Like all these heroes are really good against Meepo, but they didn't get off to a good start. And basically we got uh, good fights after the Roche fight, after the claiming Aegis and basically just claiming objectives, and we were just working as firemen. So yeah, it's worked well in the end. This is how you should generally play Meepo. Like doing rush after the X is optional. Like I like to do it because that way you just force fights with an Aegis and just claim objectives like we did this game, which hopefully you saw. And otherwise you can just like play the farming game, try to red, but that's kind of a bit more riskier. And I just like to play more a bit with my team after I get my X and just basically force fights with that Aegis, and that's why enemy teams can't really fight you. Like Meepo with 5 levels on them and an Aegis and Blink, they are aware that they can pick up the fights without trading costly for them. So basically that results in you taking 3 towers, and from that your team gets more gold, and you just whole team snowballs. But yeah, I just want to show up how the good game works when the game goes well. Might review a game where I lost. Usually you learn more from losses, but I just wanted like to show up how the general idea should be, like farming on a free lane, safe lane, and then just like moving from the woods, and when to like kill the rush, when to like push, some basic ideas like you should be doing when the game goes well, and basically finish the game from 25 to 30 minutes with a Meepo. So yeah, that was it. Hope you liked it. Hope you find something useful, and I'll see you around.